Have you ever thought about why Ginny Weasley is actually better than Hermione Granger? What if the movies completely erased what made her an amazing character? In today's video, you'll discover why Ginny is one of the most underrated characters in the Harry Potter series. Ginny Weasley often gets overlooked. In the movies, she's barely given any depth, leaving many fans wondering why Harry even fell for her. But in the books, she's a completely different character, strong, independent, and just as brilliant as Hermione, if not more. Many of you asked for a separate video about Ginny after my deep dive into the Weasley family, so let's talk about her story, her strengths, and why she deserves more credit. Born as the youngest Weasley and the only girl, Ginny was adored by her parents, but never spoiled. She dreamed of going to Hogwarts, impatiently waiting as her older brothers left before her. Finally, when she turned 11, she was sorted into Gryffindor like the rest of her family. But her first year was a nightmare. She developed a huge crush on Harry Potter, but he barely noticed her. Worse, Lucius Malfoy secretly slipped her Tom Riddle's diary, a Horcrux. The diary took control of her mind, forcing her to release the basilisk hidden in the Chamber of Secrets. She nearly died, but Harry saved her, destroying the diary and freeing her from Voldemort's influence. The guilt haunted her for a long time, and Harry still paid her little attention. But Ginny didn't let that break her. She pushed forward, excelling in school, making her own friends, and becoming an incredible Quidditch player. By her 4th year, she was Gryffindor's seeker, catching the snitch in every match she played. When Voldemort returned and Hogwarts fell under the rule of Dolores Umbridge, Ginny joined Dumbledore's army without hesitation. She became one of its best members, mastering spells that even older students struggled with. She played a key role in several major battles, fighting Death Eaters at the Ministry of Magic at just 14, defending Hogwarts against Voldemort's forces, and even facing off against Bellatrix Lestrange during the Battle of Hogwarts. While Harry ignored her for years, Ginny didn't wait around for him. She dated other boys, proving she wasn't just Harry Potter's future wife. But when Harry finally realized his feelings, she met him as an equal, strong, brave, and unshaken by danger. After Hogwarts, Ginny didn't just become Harry's wife. She played professional Quidditch before transitioning into a career as a sports journalist for the Daily Prophet. She and Harry had 3 children, but she remained her own person, independent and ambitious. Some fans argue that Hermione would have been a better match for Harry, but Ginny had qualities that many overlook. She was just as intelligent as Hermione, often noticing things others missed, like when she figured out that poisoned wine was meant for Dumbledore, not Ron. She was fearless, standing against Death Eaters without hesitation. Unlike Hermione, who was known for her books and brains, Ginny balanced academics, sports, and friendships effortlessly. She had charisma, making friends easily, and even helping bridge the gap between Hermione and Luna Lovegood. While Hermione often struggled with self-doubt, Ginny was steady, rarely letting emotions cloud her judgment. And when it came to defense against the dark arts, even Harry and his teachers recognized her natural talent. Whether you love Ginny or not, she deserves far more credit than she gets. Her marriage to Harry wasn't just a random decision. It made perfect sense. Ginny Weasley's story didn't end with the defeat of Voldemort. While the final pages of Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows give us a glimpse of her future, the books leave much of her journey untold. But one thing is clear, she didn't just become Harry Potter's wife. She carved her own path, independent and ambitious. After leaving Hogwarts, Ginny joined the Holyhead Harpies, one of the most renowned Quidditch teams in the wizarding world. She played as a chaser, proving her talent on a professional level. J.K. Rowling later revealed that Ginny had an impressive career in the sport before moving on to something bigger. She wasn't just good, she was one of the best. Her skills had already shone in school, where she helped Gryffindor's team claim victory multiple times. In the professional league, she thrived, but she didn't stay in the game forever. After a few years with the Harpies, Ginny retired from Quidditch and transitioned into journalism. She became the lead Quidditch correspondent for the Daily Prophet, covering the biggest matches and writing in-depth analysis of the sport. This wasn't just a side job, she became one of the most respected voices in the field. Her name carried weight. Players and fans alike valued her insights, making her one of the most influential sports journalists of her time. At the same time, she and Harry built a life together. They had 3 children, James Sirius, Albus Severus, and Lily Luna. The Potters lived a relatively quiet life, though raising children in the post-war wizarding world came with its own challenges. Ginny played an active role in shaping her family's future, providing a strong and steady presence. She wasn't just a mother, she was a mentor, especially to Albus, who struggled under the weight of his father's legacy. Her influence extended beyond her own family. In Harry Potter and the Cursed Child, we see that Ginny remains as fiery and strong-willed as ever. She stands by Harry's side, but never in his shadow. When their son Albus gets caught up in a dangerous time travel scheme with Scorpius Malfoy, Ginny is the one who keeps Harry grounded. In one heated moment, she tells him, "I'm not going anywhere, not ever." It's a reminder that she's his equal, not just his supporter. However, The Cursed Child sparked debate among fans. Many felt Ginny's role in the play was too subdued, reducing her to a background character rather than the dynamic woman from the books. Some readers were disappointed that her journalistic career wasn't explored further. Her fiery personality seemed toned down. While she had strong moments, particularly when confronting Harry about his overprotectiveness, many believed she deserved more depth in the play. Yet despite the mixed reception of The Cursed Child, Ginny's legacy remains intact. She was never just a love interest. She was a warrior, a leader, and a woman who forged her own destiny. Even in her adult years, she retained the bravery and independence that defined her youth. Unlike many characters who struggled to find their purpose after the war, Ginny thrived. Her journey from a shy girl with a childhood crush to a fierce, confident woman makes her one of the most underrated characters in the Harry Potter universe. She wasn't the brightest like Hermione or the chosen one like Harry, but she didn't need to be. Ginny Weasley was always more than enough, than